attorney seeking re-election. I'm going to give you a little bit about my bio. I am a professional prosecutor. I had no other job. I want no other job. You're not going to hear me say that I was a judge for 25 years and far removed from what was going on because I've been in the fight. I've been in the fight both as a police officer for over 9 years in the city of Philadelphia, in the streets of Philadelphia, where I earned 8 commendations, including one for bravery and including one from the chaplain, 4 chaplains for bravery. I worked my way up. I'm self-made. I went to school at night to get my bachelor's degree, my master's degree, and my law degree, all while working at night, paycheck to paycheck. My first job was in 1986, was in the Bucks County DA's office, where the first assistant had a second job. You cannot regulate people that want to make their lives better. You can't. It's illegal. So you can throw out ethics all you want, say this and that, but if somebody wants to make their life better by working a second job on their own time, then I'm all for it. The DA's office is a very low-paying job, and that's the reason for that. But I worked my way up from assistant district attorney to first assistant district attorney, and now to the elected district attorney. And I'm going to talk about some things that we did since we've been here. First and foremost, I started the first full-time drug task force. Okay, and since just in the 6 months from June of 22 till the end of the year, we made 43 arrests, took in over $120,000, took 17 firearms, 6 motor vehicles. These guys are out there and they're brand new. They're out there and they're working. I sued Big Pharma, first district attorney, to do that, and got $2.1 million, which I turned over to the county, and it's only being used for drug abatement. That's it, nothing else. No law enforcement, nothing like that. I've sponsored a video. He's my son, she's my daughter, which if you have not seen it, please see it. All Northampton County people, no actors. It's an extraordinary video that talks about the addiction, the grip that it has on you. It's hellish. But and it's going to be shown in all the schools, and it already has. We have, for the first time since I've been the elected DA, in the 3 years I've been here, we've had a crime drop of almost 20% from the cases that we've got come in. 1,000 cases a year from the 3 years from I've been in office, 2021 and 22, to the 3 years prior. And I believe it has to do with the programs that I have instituted. Major Crimes Task Force, first in its history, where I have 42 officers across the county. They're dealing with crimes of a major nature, catastrophic crime, things we read about. We hope for the best, but we prepare for the worst. I had a gun buyback, and this is so very important, because I know I'm not going to have time to list everything. Our gun buyback in October, 6 months ago, got 312 firearms off the street, unwanted firearms off the street. We had another one this past Saturday. Bethlehem City of Bethlehem, Bethlehem Township, Lower Saucon, and Northampton Borough. Folks, we took 560 firearms off the street. Sawed-off shotguns, submachine gun, automatic weapons. You name it, we had it. It was an extraordinary community effort and collaboration with the police departments that I couldn't be more proud of. The police have endorsed me across the board, and they've endorsed me because I have a collaborative effort with them that is keeping the community safe. I am convinced of that. I have started a child exploitation task force, okay, that we work with the federal government. Now we have a reach that goes nationwide for child predators online. Very proud of that as well. So we've been working and working, but one of my most important initiatives has been my community outreach. I started a community outreach in the office of the district attorney, and Melody Rogers can testify to this, where we go out in the community, we supply funds from our drug forfeiture fund, and we get in the community. We help educate. We help learn from them. And we have continued to expand. We have been in over 70 events since I started this program. And I really feel like it's helping. And as we look at the numbers, it appears that that's exactly the case. There was talk about diversity and a lack of diversity, which is simply not true. Our office is diverse. He talks about the legal staff not being diverse. There are two persons of color in Northampton County Bar Association, too. In his 25 years, he has hired a lawyer once a year for 25 years and has never had a single person of color. Yet I would not presume to make any implications about that. But my administrative staff are people of color. My office manager is a lady of color. Her assistant is a lady of color. I'm very proud of each and every one of the workers that work there. And to be so cavalier about this lack of diversity, it's just irresponsible. He talks about our record. We have a 90% conviction rate, 90%. And I have no problem with that at all. We are on par with every other district attorney's office in the state. Our small amount of marijuana cases are routinely diverted. I do it myself. Any first-time offender that comes before me gets diverted. It already is. The problem-solving courts that we have had, I permitted a DA on that team, and that DA is now permitted, the team overall now has access to funding and accreditation, which brought the whole program up. And I have expanded that. I've expanded my ARD program with the offenses that I now permit in. I've expanded that as well. So now we're giving people second chances. We're giving them right and left second chances. Now with respect to the death penalty, we have two people. There talks about inequities in the death penalty and things of that nature. We have two people present that have been convicted by a jury and have been sentenced by a jury in Northampton County. They are both white. One committed 5 murders. He murdered a person, did 15 or 17 years, got out in less than two months later, slaughtered 4 people in a family. And I will not, under any circumstances, put a moratorium on that. The second case, ambushed a police officer. Ambush of a police officer. I will not turn around now and say I'm no longer going to fight these appeals. Those people will stay in. So, as we go forward, there are a number of things that I want to do. First and foremost, I have a pardon project, okay, which we're going to give people second chances. We're going to permit them clemency. I'm going to have a brick and mortar child advocacy center that allows children of crime to have a comfortable place to tell of the heinous crimes that have occurred to them. I'm going to have a pre-trial drug court that's going to join the problem-solving courts that we have. And I'm going to expand my community outreach. I'm also going to continue to hit at this opioid crisis that we have. And I'm going to continue to take money, which our drug task force is doing, and I'm going to turn that money right back against them as I've been doing all along, and it won't cost the taxpayers 1 cent. So the only way I can do that, folks, is if I get your vote on May 16th. I'm so looking forward to this because I am, as I stated, a professional prosecutor. I will seek no other job. I don't want to be a judge. I don't want to be a legislator. I don't want to do anything but this. This is my passion. This is who I am. And I appreciate your vote.